This is Legal Talk, brought to you by the Cochran Firm and News 4.
Hello and welcome to Legal Talk. I'm Ryan Wagstaff and I'm here with David Darty from the Cochran Firm. David, who has the right of way when turning left through an intersection?
Well, the short answer, not the person turning left. The exception being, obviously, if you have a green traffic arrow pointing to the left, okay, go ahead. But that's the exception, not the rule. Generally, the person turning left, not going to have the right of way. Now, there might be a situation where you think that you have the right of way or where you think that other drivers in the opposite direction are giving you the right of way, but I would say be very careful. Approach that with caution and proceed at your own peril, because just because other traffic may appear to give you the right of way doesn't mean you actually have it. You got to make sure that you can proceed safely through that intersection. The Alabama Code actually says that the person turning left through an intersection does not have the right of way when there is any vehicle approaching from the opposite direction in that intersection or so close thereto as to constitute an immediate hazard. So close thereto, well, that's pretty broad. So, I mean, basically, if you can see it, you're probably not going to have the right of way. So just be careful, because in a situation where, unfortunately, say maybe you're in a collision and maybe you think it's the other person's fault, it's like, well, by definition, if you're turning left and you didn't have that green traffic arrow, not going to be their fault. Going to be your fault even if you think they were driving irresponsibly. So remember, it's literally in the Alabama Driver's Education Handbook that one does not have the right of way. You can never assume you do not have the right of way unless the other driver gives it to you. So just remember, when you're turning left, you almost certainly don't have the right of way, and you should be very, very cautious when you're doing so. Even if the other drivers appear to leave you a gap, you can't proceed without consequences. Even if you have to wait a few extra minutes, it's not worth the risk. So just be safe out there.
Thank you so much, David. If you have any more legal questions, please feel free to call the Cochran Firm at 673-1555.
Thank you for watching this edition of Legal Talk.